Okay, so with this word problem, I'm going to show you the strategies for you to go through and what the information you're looking for. That's how you're going to break this down, because when you look at it, it's very simple math. It's going to ask you to add, and it's going to ask you to subtract. Right? Or is it going to ask you to subtract? No, it won't ask you to subtract. You're adding here.
No.
Yeah, you are subtracting. Sorry, you are subtracting. You're adding, subtracting, and you're multiplying on this. But it's all things you've done before. It's just in a different format. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at the numbers. What I do is I always highlight the numbers that I want to look at, because you know they are going to come into some sort of thing. So he had started with $35. Mel had $35 and withdrew some more money from his bank account. He bought a pair of trousers at $34. So he bought one pair of trousers at $34. He bought two shirts at $16 each, and two pairs of shoes at $24 each. After the shopping, he had $32 left.
What is this subtract?
The question is, how much money did Mel withdraw from the bank? Right? So we have to find out, how much money did he spend? That's one of the first things we need to realize. How much money did he spend? So we add everything up, but we've got to find out what he spent on everything. So for the trousers, right? And I think it's always important you organize your information. 34, right? For the two shirts, 2. I'm going to put shirts here. Shirts. You bought 2, so that's going to be 2 times 16, right? Because he spent $16 per shirt, right? $16 each. You'll have to equal that up. 16 plus 16, or 16 times 2 is 32. Good, right? And then he bought 2 pairs of shoes times 2 times 24, right? 24 times 2 is 48. Good. 48. So that's how much money he spent. 34, 32, and 48. We got to add those up now, right? So the total would be, well, let's find out. 34 plus 32 plus 48. All right? So what I would do is just break it down simply. Add 34 to 32 first. Do that first, right? So 4 plus 2 is 6. 3 plus 3 is 6. So we know those two equal 66. So I will put 66 here. And now I need to add 66 and 48. Okay? And that's going to give me the total of everything. So 6 plus 8 is 6 plus 8, yes?
14.
All right, so I put the 4 and I carry the 1. 6 plus 4 is
10.
plus 1.
11. So 114.
So he spent $114. That's not the answer.
Huh?
That's why I said you have to be very careful. So that's only part of the answer. Right? So listen up. Listen up. That's why I said you have to really look at the question first. Right here. You have to look at this question. It's not asking you how much money he spent. It's how much money did he withdraw? How much money did he take out from the bank? So we have to move on to another step, right? He started with $35, right? We know he spent $114, right? Total spent, right? So we now need to subtract 35, because he already had $35, so he didn't take that from the bank. He had $35 with him. So we got to subtract that, right? he had $35. We got to minus that, right? So how much did he have? And then we'll have to do one more thing after that as well, right? Hopefully you see that. But what's 114 minus 35? What's 114 minus 35? Right? So 4, can you minus 5 from 4? You can't. So you got to take the 14, right? 5 minus 14. All right, good. 9. And then 3 minus the 100, so that's
No. Answer 9. I don't think he did it. No, I don't think he did it. I think he did it. Answer 9. They're supposed to, because then you can't do the 14 because 1 can't subtract 3, so you have to do the 100.
well, okay, the other way you do it is this. Okay, you ask yourself, 35 to 100. What do you add to 35 to make it to 100?
65? 65?
65, right. And then add 14 to that. 65. Or add 10 to that then. 65 plus 10, 75. And add 4 to that.
79.
All right? And that's why I say, you went 9 minus 14. Look up, you went 9 minus 14. That gave us 9. Then I said you got to take the 3 and you minus from 100. Why? Because that's what is 100 spots, is this 1. 3, sorry, it's not 3, but it's 30 minus 100. What is that? 70. You put the 7 in the 10 spot. Your answer is 79. All right? Now, we're not done, though. We're not done. He had some money left. He had $32 left in his pocket after spending everything. That's money he got from the bank as well. So now we need to add, right? Money in pocket was $32, right? And then that's going to equal how much money did Mel withdraw from the bank? All right? Mel withdraw withdrawn? No. Withdraw. Okay. Mel withdraw. And then we have to put the answer here. So what's 79 plus 32? We got to add them together because that's going to tell us how much money he withdrew. Because that's how much extra money he had in his pocket. And this is how much money he spent. And it also includes the subtraction of the $35 he already had. Okay? So 9 plus 2. All right, 11. Carry the 1. 7 plus 3.
10.
Plus 1.
11.
There's your answer. Mel withdrew $111 from the bank.